everyone, welcome to my garden. So today we are going to show you what has been going on in the garden really. So today I decided to do a little differently because make the different kind of video than I usually do, because usually I plant in my videos and work on projects and stuff, but today I kind of wanted to take you around and show you everything that I've planted that are new, the changes that I've made, and kind of show you what I do in this time of a season, because I feel like I don't do that enough. Anyway, let's just go and see, so I can show you everything that's been going on. Okay, you guys, so we had to stop the video for a moment because we just had a delivery. I think I got my roses that I ordered, so we can open them together. They're David Austin roses. I'm really excited that it just arrived. Anyway, let's continue on. So during the fall, all I do mostly is just cleaning. I'm just trying to clean all the leaves, because first I clean up all my leaves and compost them. It is imperative for me to be able to collect everything for my compost. Second, I think if we keep our gardens clean in a fall, then I have, to me, and for different people it's different. I mean, but for me, I like to keep it clean because I keep all the funguses and other things that are disease leaves and things like that stay and rot, and also, I don't want to attract too many insects into my garden, because I really rather not have them. I battle with them all the time, so if I keep it clean, I just don't have as much slugs and other things that are attracted to the area. So anyway, for me it works out better this way. I keep cleaning all the rose leaves as they go to sleep. For the roses, all I've been doing for the fall is just kind of bringing them down a little bit, making sure that all the leaves are cleaned up, because they usually yellowed out. Now we are in zone 8B, so in our zone, lots of our roses, they just really don't lose their leaves right away. I mean, we are almost Christmas time, and I mean, you can see a lot of the roses still have their leaves, and so they will eventually fall. I think January, when we get a little colder weather, they probably will start yellowing out. But I don't want to touch anything. I don't want to peel them yet, but take them off manually, just because I just think they eventually will go to sleep, and then on their own they will start releasing their leaves, and I'll just start cleaning them up. But for most part, I'm just cleaning anything that's already been dropped and released. Like yesterday, I spent my time on this climbing rose here. See, this one I have to do as well. This is a climbing rose Edith Piaf, beautiful red climbing rose, and you can see the leaves are already starting to yellow and come off like that. So I don't want them, I usually just pick them and clean them, and then I don't compost them. I usually just don't compost any of the rose cuttings or trims or anything like that. Not even the leaves. I usually just disregard them. You can burn them if you want. Some people burn them. I just disregard them. But just because I don't want, if they have any kind of diseases, which roses are prone to, I don't want them to, contaminate my compost, and so I just basically disregard them. So you can see, like this climbing rose, yesterday everything was yellowed, and so what I did, I came here and I picked them all up, and I cleaned them all around it, which I still need, over time I will get better, because I will keep cleaning them. But I just don't want them to sit underneath the rose, base of the rose, and start rotting and contaminating even more if they have any diseases or black spots and things like that. So but for the biggest pruning, I think I will leave in the spring. Like for my zone 8B, I usually prune them in February. So in the fall, I just bring them down a little bit. In the February, I can start already just doing the major trimming and stuff like that. Also, what I've been doing here for my hybrid tea roses, you can see I already started kind of digging around and kind of incorporating compost around them, which I need to get more manure, because I'm running out of my compost already, if you can believe it, because I harvested so much. I thought I will just not run out, but I am, especially filling lots of the containers and etc. I am running out, and so I need to get more manure, probably start incorporating around the bases of the roses. Also, you know, in February I will start giving them a bit of a slow release fertilizers, you know, before they wake up, so to have some good nutrients. That's kind of what I've been doing here. And I also wanted to show you a couple of things. Like I did some major changes, not major, but I did some changes, make some changes in this bed here. I divided some of the agapanthus that I have, and I kind of brought them in a little bit to give them more of a spread out look versus just clumped in you know, just one place. So I kind of wanted to incorporate a little bit and give them a bit of a flow into this garden along with other plants. And I also worked the soil a little bit this year. I decided to incorporate some sand into the soil because my soil is very clayey. Even though I amended the soil over time, it still gets very clummy, and they just clump together so hard. In the summertime when I water, it's really difficult for water to penetrate completely. So I decided to maybe incorporate some sand, and probably I'll do that over time. We'll see. But I'm also covering with the compost every year, hoping that maybe over time it will still improve as we go as well. So what I did here is I planted 3 Desdemona roses, David Austin roses, and I think it will be really pretty because I have hydrangeas all going on this side. There are hydrangeas arborescens, incredibles. As you can see, I already trimmed out all the heads. Well, I kind of came here, you can see where I stopped, and I didn't have time to do it because our weather either was raining or windy or it was cold. So I kind of got all the way here, but what I'm doing in the fall, all I'm doing is just kind of removing these hydrangeas. You can also cut them and put them in arrangements in the wintertime in the containers if you wanted to, because they're still very beautiful. But I kind of like to get a head start in my garden, just because there's a lot to do in the spring, and I kind of like working at it as I go. So the hydrangeas will be all white on this side, and then I decided that it would be really pretty to have a Desdemona, because Desdemona rose has that just a gorgeous English rose with you know, kind of pink, I think, when it starts, but then it opens into really pure white. So it would be just beautiful to kind of soften this deer statue here, and it kind of overflow here a little bit. So I planted 1 right there, and then I planted 2 just on this side of the bed, because I feel like this bed can be a little boring, because I mean, I do have a beautiful hydrangeas here and some dahlias, and I have some the agapanthus, of course, bloom beautifully, and also I planted some azaleas last year. But I feel like after all these flowers are gone, I kind of stay, you know, I'm feeling like I end up with a bit of a flowerlessy bed where I don't have enough things blooming for the summer. So I decided to keep on going with roses. Now here it can be a bit shady, you can see, because I have, you know, big pine trees on this side. I am going to do some trimming. I'm hoping to open up a little bit and allow some sun. It does get light though. It's not the dark shade or anything, and I think some of the David Austin roses, they actually do pretty well in part sun areas. So I'm hoping that they will do well. Just have to kind of see. So that's what's going on here. And then as we go this way, I incorporated 3 other David Austin roses. This part I get a little more sun. As you go farther to the trees, obviously it gets more shady. So here I decided to plant Vanessa Bell roses. They're so pretty. They have white, kind of almost white outer petals, but the light yellow centers. And I think incorporating this with blue agapanthus probably will just be a really beautiful show, and it will keep going for the summer, which I will, you know, I feel like I will have roses or flowers during the summertime. You know, will still keep going until September. So I have 1 there, and then I have 2 Vanessa Bells here planted. I also I planted 1 Pat Aston rose right here. It's doing really good. It's already starting to bud. And my newest thing also, I planted 2 David Aston climbing roses, which I'm excited about. Now this one I planted, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm gonna go right here and show you. There is one right here. Now these roses, they're short climbers, so they don't get really big, but they probably will go about 180 centimeters tall. So what I'm hoping is kind of do some kind of a support here as it grows, where it can soften this sculpture here and kind of maybe go around it a little bit and kind of give a nice, beautiful, I don't know, flowery show right there. So I'm kind of excited to see what I can do in that area. And I have some dahlias planted there, which they come up every year. Second David Aston rose that I planted this year, I wanted to do video, but our weather just really wasn't cooperating, so but I had no choice to go ahead and plant them because it was soaking in the water. When I ordered it, it was bare root. And so this rose called Leander, I'm really excited. I think it's, I don't want to say it because I can't remember. I think it was 1980s when David Aston created this rose. I think it was 1982. Anyway, I will put that on a screen to just double check, make sure if I'm correct. But this one is also a short climber, and I'm hoping to just kind of climb up on this, like right here. But it does have a really beautiful kind of an apricot. I'm saying beautiful so many times, but kind of apricot colors, deep apricot colors, and fading into a little bit of a pink colors, which I don't have a lot of those tones. Well, I do have some over on the other side. I think some hybrid teas. But let's go here and I'll show you the roses. Like you can see here, they were so tall. They were like taller than me. And so what I did, I just kind of came in and took some down, cleaned up as much as I can, and just left it until February. But you can see they're all budding. Like it feels spring today. I was actually standing in the sun and I felt really hot with my sweater. So it really feels spring right now. So everything is budding already. It's looking really good. Here I have this hydrangea that I planted last spring. This is a hydrangea piniculata little lime, which this is a proven winners, you guys. I get so excited when I get proven winners in France. I get so excited. I'm like, I don't care, like I'm buying it. It's just so I have proven winners planned. And this, and you know, for most places, everybody says that piniculatas love sun, and they do, but I might have to move it because I really think in my zone, warmer zones, sun is just really hot in the afternoon, and this guy gets hot afternoon sun. Literally sun comes this way, and just this is the hottest part of the day, and I think it was not really struggling, but I could give them a little shelter. So what I'll do, maybe I'll just move this hydrangea on the other side and give it a little bit of a shelter from the sun, and maybe plant another rose here, which, you know, I prefer to maybe dedicate as much as some sunny spots as I have to the roses, just because I'm running out of the sunny spots for the roses. So anyway, that's kind of my other thing. And I wanted to also say, fall is just a great time to go around your garden and look and see what needs to be transplanted, and some things maybe just haven't been performing well for you. You can remove them or prune away, or maybe give them another home or give it to the friends or things like that. Like this yesterday, I removed 2 hybrid tea roses out of my garden, one from here and one right here. So I removed both, and honestly these roses have not performed for me at all. Maybe I had 1 flower last year, and maybe I had 1 flower year before, and I kept giving them food, and I've been giving them all the nutrients, enough water, I've tried everything, and they're just not performing. And so this is a good time to kind of go ahead and clean up. And so this is the bed I'm working on at the moment. I raked as much as leaves yesterday, but you can see I need to go into the beds and kind of trim away lots of stuff. If you remember, I planted Verbena sloviana in one of my videos last summer. We'll see if they survive the winter. If they do, I am going to plant more of them because they're absolutely stunning, and they're just gorgeous for the edges of the borders. They have an amethyst color. Well, not amethyst, but a very lighter amethyst color. I will probably let them stay in the leaves just because I want their root balls to keep them protected in the winter time, and then I'll just clean them up in the spring just to keep them protected. So anyway, this is kind of what's happening in the garden. This bed here, I also went ahead and amended a little bit with sand. And you can see right here, this is a new rose I planted. This is a David Austin Bascabel, which I'm really excited about to see this rose. It just looks so beautiful in the pictures. And I am excited to incorporate English roses a little bit because I'm a hard hybrid tea person. I love hybrid tea roses, but I'm starting to like the English roses, shrub roses a little bit because they actually do have a larger flowers and large flowers. They're about 10 centimeters, and so but they also, I don't know, like in the borders they give this free flowering kind of softness, which I really like. I'm starting to really like them, so I'm incorporating more. I think this year I can say that I actually do have a good David Austin collection. In the spring, I think we probably will do a video to show you all the David Austin roses. I can say that I have a good collection now. Okay, so I'm going to open the box. I ordered David Austin roses, and I ordered two different orders from two different companies in Germany. So this one, I'm thinking it might be Lady Emma. I'm not sure if they are or not, because I ordered two Lady Emmas from one, and I just wanted to let you know that I just recently heard that Lady Emma Hamilton rose is not being continued anymore. So if you can get hold of them, do it. And this is the reason why I was really eager to find Lady Emma Hamilton, because I hear that they're absolutely beautiful. But I can say that this may not be Lady Emma. I might be other. Okay, let's check it out. This might not be. This might be my next other order. Oh, this is my other order. Oh my goodness. Okay, I need to get my glasses for this one so I can tell you. Look at this. Oh, I'm so excited. So this is my new order for David Austin roses, and they will go everywhere, especially in the pergola area. You can see their bare roots, but you can see how amazing these roses are. I mean, look at the rootstock. I'm so excited. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 7 roses here, I think, if I'm looking at right. But anyway, I have Lady of Maginch, I think that's how you say it, Caroline Knight, Molyneux. What else did I order? I don't have my glasses. Grace, I have 2 Grace ordered. And Grace is a little smaller variety, which would be really nice to be tucked away. Lady of Maginch, I said that. Anyway, let me cut this really quick. But for the bare root roses, all I do is really just soak into the water. So what I'll do is set them in the water today and then plant them tomorrow. And I knew, obviously that this was coming, so that was the reason why I decided to prune away some of the roses that are not performing. I might just leave this together because I don't want them to completely be separated. Okay, so I was able to get my glasses, otherwise I can't read. Anyway, so one is a Princess Anne, Lady of Maginch. I have 2 Princess Anne. No, there's 1 Princess Anne. I have Othello. It's Othello. Now this one is really dark color variety ones, more of a deeper colored shrub roses, which I'm really excited. And I hear that Othello is also going out of the production. So when I saw it, I thought it would be nice to have one. Caroline Knight is a beautiful one. It's a gorgeous. They all have a beautiful scent to them. Molyneux. That's a Caroline Knight, and I have two Grace. Grace has really nice, beautiful apricot colored rose, and they're not very big, so I thought I can maybe tag them in a different places. I think they go up to about 3 feet tall and maybe 3 feet wide, something like that. Princess Anne is really beautiful too. It has a nice kind of fuchsia color, but kind of a darker pink. So anyway, what I need to do this roses right now is just soak them in the water. So I already have this container ready, and I like this. It works really well because it has a nice height to it where I can bring the water far enough to cover the rootstocks. As you can see, the roots are really long and very mature for these roses. So here we go. I'll just let them sit here overnight, and then tomorrow I'll come out and basically go ahead and plant these roses. So anyway, you guys, this is what's kind of going on, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I want to say thank you to all the subscribers. It's been so fun to read all your messages. I get very excited when I see them and respond to them, etc. So to stay connected, so send me messages if you have any questions. Don't hesitate. I respond to most every message that I get. And then again, don't forget to subscribe to my videos, and have a wonderful holiday season, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.